So this is going to sound a little woo-woo, a little out there, but have you ever noticed, and I have to say, this has happened to me now a couple of times, where I've been wearing a piece of jewelry and just weird things happen. Like the other day, I was wearing a piece of jewelry and every possible tech glitch that I could encounter happened. And I noticed it always happens when I wear that piece of jewelry. Well, I'm Sherry Curley. I'm also known as the Practical Sort because I provide practical home organizing solutions in an eco-friendly way. I'm also an organizing motivator, speaker, and writer. And I am blessed to be here today with Gina the Gemologist. She is a jewelry stylist, appraiser, and jewelry whisperer. And something tells me it's this part about the whisper that's going to come in where you're going to share with us how jewelry can actually have an energy to it, right?
Very much so, yes.
And we need to realign that sometimes. So take it away, Gina.
Thank you so much for that introduction. It's so great to be here. So metals take on energy as well, and getting things like that clear is something that I like to help clients with as well. And I really do recommend people find like raw crystals, things that kind of have alignment and energy to it. And one of the things that how I help people when they're doing shopping for this is there's that what they call the muscle test, the energy test. If you're going to buy it for yourself, you want to put it in your receiving hand, which is your ring finger hand. That's how I like to remember it. And what you want to do is you want to stand up with your feet together, take a deep breath, put it over your heart, and just see how it moves you forward. And that means it's designed for you. And so that means that this is a really great amethyst organic stone that would be a good charging pad. So if one of my bracelets, when I put it on, kind of gave me a headache, or my earrings, then I can place it on this and recharge it. Another thing that you can do is you can actually put it in cold water, hot water, cold water, hot water, and that will actually help kind of align it. Now with some gemstones, they're like hot water isn't good for them, like boiling, you don't want it boiling hot, you just want it lukewarm. But it's important to note to look up or reach out to me on certain gemstones like emeralds or amber or pearl or opal. Those are things that have a different type of energetic clearing than the rest of the gemstones.
How many times do you do the back and forth?
Usually 10 times.
And are you supposed to be thinking any thoughts, like a releasing?
Like a mantra of like, you know, like talking about the story of why you bought it. Like, I love, oh, this bracelet brings me joy and love, and we're just resetting it because it's taken on other energy. So it's just kind of like having a conversation of how you're feeling. And it's not to judge ourselves. It's not about our head. We literally just have a conversation of how we're feeling. Like right now I'm feeling really overwhelmed, and I really wish that humming would come in and, you know, play a little bit. And it's just a mental reset, you know, because a lot of times, especially with everything going on in the world, there's a lot of energy out there. And our stones will pick that up. And even when I'm shopping for jewelry for people, like sometimes it could be the right piece, but it doesn't have the right feeling. So then we figure out what it is that we need to do to make that right.
If I remember correctly, Gina, and correct me if I'm wrong, you once mentioned to me about a situation where it was not a once and done, that you felt that the energy was hanging on and you might have had to perform a few of these rituals.
Yes, I had a sterling silver piece with a diamond, and it had this really fierce energy. And every time I put it on, I felt like my neck was on fire. It was a necklace. And it was really fascinating. It took actually 2 years for me to be able to wear it. And that's not normally the case, but because it was mostly sterling silver and metal and heat and pressure, the way it was formed, I just think that the atoms just were like, we're not letting go of this yet. I have a room I call the Zen room, and it's coated with minerals. And I just kept moving it around and putting it on. And now it's one of those things that every time I look at it, I smile because it is completely toxin free, which is great.
I am certain that there's probably somebody out there that's watching that is a piece that they probably really want to love, they want to wear, and it's just got this kind of emotional charge to it that needs to be released.
Yeah.
If that is the case, how do they find you to get those instructions or to work with you to have you do the ceremony on it?
Yeah, so they can reach me on my website, GinaTheGemologist.com, and it's Gina. So Gina the Gemologist. I'm on Instagram at Gina the Gemologist, and then I have a YouTube channel. If you Google Gina the Gemologist, all my videos will pop up as well.
And I think you have one particularly on cleaning. Do you have one on energy clearing as well as just the cleaning?
I just have one on the cleaning because the energy healing is really personal and it's really tailored to each person. And so it's something that I can definitely come up with a plan and help people.
So if you do need to take your jewelry through this type of energy clearing process and you just don't know how to get started, it just sounds way too big, too overwhelming, don't do it. Turn to Gina. She's going to help you find the right process to make sure that you get to wear the jewelry that you love. And we should love our jewelry, right?
Yes, when you put it on, you should have this ray of sunshine, and that's how you know it's the right piece. And I would love to be a part of that. It would be an honor.
Well, thank you. So you can reach Gina again at ginathegemologist.com. You can find me at thepracticalsort.com. That's thepracticalsort.com. And make sure that you tune into this month's blog. It's going to be at thepracticalsort.com under the blogs tag. And we're going much deeper. There, you'll find more videos in a conversation with Gina the Gemologist, as well as going deeper into the content of each of the topics that we didn't have time to cover today. Gina, thank you so much. Thank you all for tuning in, and maybe we'll be back someday with some more topics.
Yeah,
thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.